Okay, I'm on.
This machine, it is very easy to use. It is frequency emitter with simple light. We have here the buttons, which can be used, which are to use to choose frequencies and to make the treatment. And then we have here the screen part, which shows what frequency are you using at this moment, as well as 2 exits for light. So, which can be used. Normally, this machine was done for left-handed people, who can use this part, and for right-handed people, who can use this part. But okay. But also, if you like, you can use both in case you would like to treat different things. So to switch on the machine, you just use this button, switch on button, red one. So you switch it on. You can see it's GL plus, and then now you can start and choose frequencies. So to choose frequencies, we have the button frequency plus. That means you go from frequency A, B, C, D, and so on, and frequency minus, you go backwards, like C, B, A, and so on. So I just press the button, and I see here this is the frequency A, which will be used when I want to treat or to detect. So this little, you can see maybe this little arrow shows you in which direction the light will exit. In this case, the arrow is in this angle, so the light will exit through this part. To change, because if you like to use this, to change you just have to press 1 short time, and so the arrow will go to the other angle, so you know the light will go out here. So just to show you, it's going out here. I pressed again. If I want to change direction, the arrow is here, so the light, in this case it's infrared, so you cannot see, but the light would go out here. So just press again. So we see that we can use the A frequency going out from here. So to change the frequencies, to choose them, I can push the frequency buttons. So I say B, C, D, E, F, G, L, and the U frequency. So to go backwards, I just use frequency minus, I go backwards. So it's quite easy to use. Then you can also, in case you would like to use frequency in deviation, that means minus or plus in percentage, you can choose the percentage button. So to do so, you just, one moment, you press once. That means you choose first the frequency. One moment, I show it again. So I have the C frequency, and I want to have it in deviated version. For instance, minus 30, I press again, minus 20, minus 10. I press again, it goes to C, normal, and then I can do plus 10, plus 20, plus 30. So I chose my frequency and I can treat. I can detect first, and then if it is responding on a point, I can treat. So we go back to the normal position, like normal C frequency. So now we know how to choose the frequency, and we can use this situation to detect points. How to treat? If I detected a point, how can I treat now? To treat, you have the button, which is DT. It stands for detection and treatment. That means it will switch when you press on it. It will switch from detection to treatment, and when you press again to treatment from detection mode. So just to show, you see now it is in the detection mode. The red light is not very strong. I press this button, And now you see the light becomes stronger, and now I'm in the treatment mode. To get out of the treatment mode, I press again, and I'm again in the detection mode. So you can see by the intensity of the light if you're in the detection treatment mode. The treatment mode is always more intense. There is also another way to see. The little arrow shows you also if you're in detection or in treatment. If you see, this arrow is white inside, so it is in detection. When I pressed to go to the treatment mode, it gets black, and you see the light is more intense. It is in treatment mode. So it can help you just to know in which mode are you at the moment. But the most easiest way to see the intensity of the light. Then you also have the point for programs. The programs that I offered are program for regeneration, and you see you can use in this case, the machine will use the frequency ABF, which will go one after the other. For instance, now I choose the regeneration program, and to go into treatment mode, of course, I push the treatment button, and now I'm treating. You can see the time it's using, and in this case, one frequency is going out after the other and treats the point or the area you chose. To stop the treatment, I press again the point for detection or treatment, DT, and it stopped. The treatment is stopped. So this is the first program for regeneration. To change, I press again the program button, and I can choose the antalgic. That means the program against pain. You see, when you treat pain, the frequencies used are E and G. I can also have program for decontraction, muscle relaxation. You see, you use the C, D, and G frequency. Then you have program with 7 frequencies, one after the other. The program with L frequency, a second L frequency, and then the program when there is a D and L frequency are used together, and you go back to the program, the first one, regeneration. So going back to the frequencies, I just press the frequency button. Now we have the initial situation. Another part is you have also the possibility to use high frequencies and low frequencies. To detect the high frequency on the front of the head, you just press it, and as long as you press the high frequency button, the high frequency will start to go out, to exit. When you stop to push, it stops. As long as you push, it is active. The same for the low frequencies. Remember, we use the high and the low frequencies to detect the activity of the left and the right hemisphere. And then, in case you find a dysfunctioning.
Question for you. The BF is low frequency. Is it the B? Is that French for low?
Oh yes, thank you for this question. Of course, because the machine was done in Europe, and for French users, we have in French B. It's like bas, which means low. So it's like low frequency in French. So BF it's equal to low frequency, and high frequency it's fortunately it's nearly the same word, so it is the same abbreviation.
Gotcha.
So, and now in case you detect, going back to the third button, which is bit, it's called like a bit button, which is used in case you detect a disharmony in the in the activity of the brain hemispheres. So, to find the point which will correct this disharmony, you use the button for beat. Why? Because when you press this button, the high and the low frequency will go out one after the other directly. So when in this case you can look for a point which will respond to both frequencies, and this will be often the point who will correct the disharmony of the brain activity. So this is the frequency part, and you see you also have a little button for a lamp. This is the lamp to make light flashes, and it is nice to use for white light test to see if the pulse, if the VAS reaction is stable or not. So it's like a flash lamp integrated, torch lamp integrated in the machine. So it's quite practical. So you see, this was the explanation for the frequency part. Just to say, in case you're a left-handed person, maybe for you it will be important to see the letters the other way around, because you will use it in the other direction. So to make the letters turn, there is this little button. If you push it long time, the letters will start to move. I push long again, and now the letters are in the position who are nice for a left-handed person. So I go back just to, okay. And maybe a little thing more. You see that all the frequency we saw, they were written NGE. In fact, in this machine, we have all the frequency we were talking about in two versions. We have them in, we can call it harmonic frequencies. That means frequencies which are very quick, and we can have them in fundamental mode. That means these are the fundamental frequencies as they first were discovered by Paul Nogier at the beginning, and later he discovered that all these frequencies can be used in a faster version. So just to say, normally by experience, a lot of pathologies, in most cases, we use the faster frequency, so in the NGE mode version. But some pathologies may need the treatment using the fundamental, the less fast frequencies. So to go into this, to choose this version, we just have to press the frequency button long time. So I will press now the frequency button and hold it. And you see that the NGA turned into THE. To see if you are in this version, you see that the A frequency is visible to the eye, the A frequency beat. If I now go to the harmonic, more quicker A frequencies, I push again, long time, and now we are again in the NGE A frequency version, and you see they are so quick that you cannot see the beat of the light. So if you like to work with the fundamental, the less quick frequencies, you just push the frequency button and you change to the THE version, the less quick frequency version. And then you can, when you are in this mode, you just can go and choose the B or C or D frequency in this version. So I go back to the quicker ones. So I think that's it.
One question for you. When you were doing the percentage buttons, why would you go up or down percentage? What's the minus or plus 10, 20, or 30% good for in treatment modalities?
The percentage deviation is often used for posturological or dental problems.
Dental. Gotcha.
Yes, normally dental or posturology.
Gotcha.
Maybe another thing to say, when you use this machine, you have 3 endings like that. The red light one, the infrared light one, and then you have also the same red light but with the optical fiber. So the point which goes out, the light point is thinner. It is for you to choose in which way you would like to work, just to give you some liberty to choose and to find out which is best for you. So I think maybe, do you have some other question?
I think that's all I have. Do you ever use the programs that you showed were there 6 programs or 5 programs?
Mm-hmm.
Do you use those programs?
It depends. In fact, the best treatment is, because everybody is individual and the pathologies are respond differently in every person, the best way is to see the frequency, to use them, to choose them individually to the person. That means it's you using the VAS, the vascular signal of Nagier, to choose which frequency really is needed by the organism.
So you use individual frequencies more so than program frequencies?
Yes.
Okay.
Normally it is more, the treatment is more precise, because
Gotcha.
you really go to what is really the situation in the body.
Right to the pathology.
But it can happen that you have no time, or you are not that, you're just beginning learning.
Sure.
So you can use the program. You have somebody with a problem of pain, so you take the program for pain, against pain, and the machine will do the work.
Sure.
So,
now, after you use the frequencies and the GL Plus, do you needle afterwards, or you just use the GL Plus?
I did not understand.
When you use your GL Plus, do you ever use needles after you do the treatments of your? Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't.
It depends on the kind of the point.
Gotcha.
That means neurovascular complexes, which are detectable by electrical detection, are best sensitive to light.
Gotcha.
So they are very sensitive to photonic stimulation.
Gotcha.
So when you use frequencies, the frequency treatment normally is enough.
That's enough. Good.
One thing also to say, it is you don't need on the ear points. It is not necessary to treat the point long time. In fact, less powerful is the stimulation, much stronger will be the effect. That means, in case you don't feel VAS for that moment, because you're just training, 3 seconds are already enough.
Sure.
The body will respond more effectively. It will be more effectively if you do 20 seconds.
Sure. Do you have a specific? How far do you keep the probe away from the ear?
This ending.
Yeah.
In fact, it can touch the point.
Gotcha.
So you go directly to the point and you treat it.
Gotcha.
When you look for a point, you don't touch the skin. You just go over the skin on a little distance. But when you treat, you you go on the point and you can touch the the skin.
Great. That's it. And the white light is just for the flashlight is for the white light test, correct?
Yes, because in fact you can observe it is important to have a good, a stable reaction of the vascular signal of Nagier, of the VAS. So this white light helps you to find out, is my VAS stable for 20 flashes or only for 2?
Gotcha.
So you see if there is a problem or not, the problem of adaptation. So in fact, this white light is useful to see this. And also when you go, you must go quite quickly, so that after every beat there can be a reaction. If you wait too long, the body, the fast pulsation will adapt, and you will not see real difference. So you go quicker.
Gotcha.
Go like that. After every heartbeat. So.
Diana, thank you.
You're welcome.